So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Nax Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eyes Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games and I'm bringing to you guys an update to my Stardust Dragon deck, my Yugioh deck, which is my junk deck, whichever you want to call it. This is an update to that which focuses on, as you can see, Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Now this concept was inspired by one of 037 Wolf's videos, which he posted on another, we did a collab with another channel. About his assault mode deck, and I took that concept and I reinvented it. I changed some things around that to not only fit my personal playstyle but also try to keep with the Yugioh theme, and I think I found a really cool like little spicy little engine that you can play in this deck while also giving you options for other things as well. And so I think if you are a big Yugioh fan and really want to keep that Yugioh aspect in your junk deck and your assault mode deck, I think this is the build for you. So before I get into it, if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below and ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy another person's content and the stuff that you want to see, you don't want to miss out on our content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this Yugioh Fudo assault mode deck. So I think that's got a good ring to it. So to start off, my first difference between Wolf's and mine is that I'm only playing 2 assault mode because I feel like you're never going to go into 3. Like, I can understand his reasoning for having 3 in his deck. It means that because you can go into 2, you would easily be able to go into 2. You can go into 3, but I feel like 3 is very unnecessary. You're just adding an additional brick into your deck, just to make your trap card live most of the time. But I feel like there's something I may swap out for the trap card, so when I get to that later on. So I'm going to get that out as well, nice and ready. So, and as well as another thing as well. So yeah, so I'm only playing 2 copies of the assault mode just because, yeah, I feel like I'm only ever going to need 2, and even then really you're only really going to be going into 1 unless they kill the first one. So there's that. So to help you with your assault mode, we're playing the entire engine. So 3 Assault Sentinel, which helps you get into your main thing, a Psi Reflector, and then you play the 1 Assault Beast. I think none of this needs explaining. All of it is pretty much self-explanatory. You're playing an assault mode deck, you play all of these cards. So here's that. So this is something that I took from his initial video, and that is 3 copies of righty driver with the 1 lefty driver. Yes, this is for Krista and Hike Fibrax because you want something else other than just the assault mode. I feel like if you're just going for the assault mode, unless you're going to be playing like 15 hand traps and like a bunch of trap cards in your deck, which then completely mitigates the whole Yugioh Fudo theme of your deck. Like, I feel like it's just not worth it. So you need something else in the deck to help complement the assault mode deck, because the whole assault mode engine is literally 1 card play. It's literally 1 card combo that gets you to your assault mode. You now got 1 really strong Omni Negate, which if they kill, you're going to get a new negate, which then helps you get into that Omni Negate again. So this little engine not only helps you with the needle fiber, but also sticks to the Yugioh theme, because these are Yusei's cards. His cards from the manga. So you're using Yusei's cards to help go into a competitive card, which then gets you into a strong engine, which not only gets you another Omni Negate, but also gets you into many other options as well, which you'll see in the combo at the end. Yes, there's going to be a combo as well. So this small engine was taken from Wolf's thing, which I really liked because, again, it keeps with the theme while also keeping a competitive aspect to it. But this next thing is something that I've added in, and that is 2 copies of Junk Converter, 2 Junk Synchron, and a Quick Draw Synchron. The really cool thing about this engine is that not only can it go into Hi-Fi racks, like a single Junk Converter and any tuner in your deck can get you into Hi-Fi racks, but also it can get you into Junk Speeder, and then Junk Speeder gets you into one of a plethora of cards in your extra, and those cards can be interchangeable depending on what you feel like. Like, it's just such a cool little engine that fits, again, Yusei themed, gets you into Yusei's cards that can help you in a multitude of scenarios. So the only thing that you need is double of this, 2 to 3 of this, and 1 Junk Synchron. After that, it's completely up to you. I'm going with a second Junk Synchron and a Quick Draw Synchron, and the reason for that is that this is one of the few profiles where I'm actually cheating into my extra deck first. So my Junk Speeder would then get me to one of these. From there, I can go into a Junk Destroyer to get me a pop, or with the and that's just with Speeder and Junk Synchron. Or I can go into Satellite Warrior if I summon out the Quick Draw Synchron. So there's that, which is really, really cool. But you can then take out, if I took out the Quick Draw Synchron and put in Nitro Synchron, I can now go into Nitro Warrior, which then gets me another way to OTK my opponent if I play a spell card at him, because the Nitro become 38 and can then attack twice. Which is very cool, and you get a draw if you use Nitro Synchron. Or I can add in Junk Anchor, which can substitute for any Synchron, and then I can go into Junk Archer if I just need to remove a card off the board. Like, the only thing you're kind of locked into is what Synchron you can use. It has to match, the levels then have to match the Junk Speeder. That's the only thing that limits you with this little engine. But it's a little engine that can get you into a whole bunch of Yusei's iconic synchros, and it's just all from the access of one card, which is phenomenal. It's really cool. I really like it. It keeps the other aspects of the deck going while also adding new cards, because your extra deck is quite empty, which is actually really nice. It's very customizable extra deck, which I really like this build for. So that's my little engine. That's my converter engine. I'm going to call it that. That's my little converter engine. Really cool. Really like it. It's nice and small. Fits with the deck very nicely. And let's move on. So to go with the new Crystron combo, we've got 2 copies of Mecha Phantom Beast Rabalaran and the 1 Despot 001. This is similar ratio to how I used to play the Crystron engine before, where I went with double O-Line and the 1 Despot, because you can summon Despot anywhere from with the High-Five ranks. This you have to summon from the deck with O-Line and with a Warodon. So I play 2 copies, so if I do open up with one of them, it doesn't matter. The cool thing is, because it's a tuner, I can still ditch it with my Junk Converter if I do open up with it, so which is really, really nice. And this is another thing that I'm playing in my build as opposed to Wolf's, and there's 2 Boost Warrior. The reason I'm playing Boost Warrior is because not only is it a Hike Fibrax combo card extender, because as long as you have a tuner, it's a free summon, so that means you can go any tuner, Boost Warrior, Hike Fibrax, off you go. But not only that, it's a level 1. Most of our tuners in our deck are level 1s, which then means I now have access to Formula Synchron, which then means, because it's a Stardust deck, I have access to Shooting Star. And I really wanted to have access to Shooting Star in this deck because Yusei, it's literally Yusei. I really wanted to try and make this as Yusei as possible without destroying the consistency. This not only keeps the consistency going, but also gives me access to that boss monster that I want to have in my extra deck. Are you going to summon it all the time? No. Can you summon it now? Yes. Is it relatively easy? Yes. Very nicely easy. Just thanks to Boost Warrior. So, double Boost Warrior. And to run out the monsters, we're playing 3 copies of Effect Vader because, again, you say, but it's still a very powerful trap card. Hand trap. So, there's that. Moving on, we have 3 copies of Fire Formation Tenki because we were playing the Assault Mode variant. 1 copy of E-Tele because we're playing the Assault Mode variant. 1 for 1 because we're playing the Assault Mode variant and because it's a junk double deck and they always play 1 for 1. 1 copy of Roto because I'm playing my converter engine, so this gives me access to the converter engine. 1 copy of Monster Reborn because it's a very nice extender, and 1 cool Battle Grab because it helps stop those hand traps. 2 copies of Assault Mode Activate. So, for the thing card I was hinting at earlier, which I may swap one of these cards out for, is a copy of Assault Mode 0. And I'm thinking of going 1 and 1, because now if I do open it, because if you're going, the issue with, if you're just playing the 2 mode activates, your issue now is that if you open up with one of your Stardust Assault modes, you will never summon it. You can never summon it because Assault Mode Activate can only summon from the deck, and you have no way to shuffle that card back into your deck. So now, my idea is to swap out one of the Assault Mode Activates for the Assault Mode 0, because now I can have the option to summon from the hand. And being a quick play spell, I can still get that surprise factor and do it during my opponent's turn. But the option is that now I can Assault Mode Activate on my turn without having to set it and wait and get that extra damage in with my attack with my Stardust. So that's something I'm pondering and I may swap out, because I personally don't see any downsides to it. It just means that now if I open up with my Assault Mode 0, you may think, your argument may be that, oh, well, now you can't activate 0 because you need to summon from the hand with it. Well, now I can just summon my Psy Reflector and search my Stardust Assault Mode naturally, and just search the Assault Mode, because it lists an Assault Mode Activate on its card text. So again, I just see no downsides to swapping out the Mode Activate for the Mode 0. So I just wanted to give it that option to you guys so you can change it in your own personal builds. 1 copy of Scrap Iron Scarecrow. What I'm thinking, Scrap Iron Signal. What I may swap this out for is a copy of Assault Counter. Assault Counter is literally a Solemn Judgment as long as you have an Assault mode on board, which, surprise, surprise, our whole deck is just based around getting that Assault mode out. So I may swap out the Scrap Iron Signal for this. I kept the Signal in here because it's an iconic Yusei themed card, because it's a Scrap Iron card and Yusei was all about the Scrap Irons. So there's that. But to run at the main deck, we are playing 3 copies of Solemn Strike. This can be 3 Judgment, 3 Warning. I believe Warning's at 3. But yeah, it could be any additional negate you want. 3 Infinite Impermanence if you're going really hardcore meta. Yeah, so it's completely up to you. I just think the Strike combos very well with the Assault Mode Stardust. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we're playing 3 copies of Stardust Dragon. Like, just iconic synchro. Like, it's just such a cool synchro. Everyone loves Stardust. You can't not love Stardust. And yes, this whole deck is based around Stardust because it's based around his Assault mode. Now the cool thing is that you get a variety of level 7 options that you can go into, and I stuck with these ones the same as Wolf's just because you have a level 7 for every situation now, which is very, very cool. So you have a level 7 to help bomb the board, you have a level 7 to negate, and you have a level 7 to get rid of those pesky spells and traps, which is very, very handy. Part of your Hike Vibrax combo is Crystron Chondrix and 1 Herald of the Arclight. And the cool thing is, other than your 2 links, you now have 5 additional free empty slots, which is very, very, very strong. It's very, very helpful and very, very handy because now this whole deck is customizable to your personal playstyle. My extra 5 slots complement my converter engine, so That's why I've got them in here, as well as my boost warrior as well. So as I said before, for my converter engine we got the junk speeder, and for now I got junk destroyer and satellite warrior. 2 ways to get an additional pop on the field, and the junk speeder is to help get into those. Next we have the formula synchron with the shooting star dragon for my not Axel Synchro. It is Axel Synchro. Yeah, my Axel Synchro play. So there's that. And then to go with the Crystron combo, you got to have your Hack Vibrax and your Mecha Phantom Beast Aurora Dawn. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. So again, a big shout outs to Wolf for being the initial concept creator. But I've always dabbled into the assault mode. I really like the assault mode, and I think this is just a nice way to complement the assault mode while also sticking with the character's theme. Can you do a Jack version of this? Yeah, I don't see why not. You can do a Jack Atlas version of this deck. It's just complementing the assault mode bit with the resonators. I think that the only issue with the Jack deck is that because of the way this one is built, the junk is very destructive and a very offensive engine to the defensive playstyle of the assault mode. With the Jack build, you're just going to have an offensive assault mode deck with a equally offensive resonator deck. So they don't really, they don't benefit each other off. One doesn't benefit off the other. They're just literally doing the exact same thing, which then I feel like the resonator just does it a lot more consistently, because then the whole deck is just built around the resonators and focused on the resonators. So which then helps resonators out a lot. But yes, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments down below what you think about this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. So guys, I'm attaching this at the end of the deck profile because I completely forgot to actually show you guys the combo, which I said I was going to do in that same video. So to do the combo, you literally just need any way to get into a Crystron Hack Vibrax. In this deck, you got either Righty Driver, your Psy Reflector, or a Junk Converter with any tuner in hand to discard. So which, you know, if you got these, you're just going to do it that way. But this means that this and like an Effect Veiler or like the Mecha Phantom Beast can, or even like Junk Synchron, like any of the Synchrons, could then be the whole combo. So I'm going to do it with, let's do it with the Psy Reflector to show you guys what the assault mode bit can do. So zoom out a bit. So you normal summon your Psy Reflector. Your Psy Reflector is then going to search you your Assault Beast. Wherever he is, there he is, which then you're going to discard to search your assault mode activate. From there, you're going to reveal the assault mode activate, get back the assault beast, changing the level doesn't matter, and then you're going to go link those off into Crystron Hack Vibrax. From there, he's going to then summon you a Despot 001, which is cool because if you opened up with a Junk Converter and a 001, you can then do it that way as well. But then you can't summon the one back, so you then have to summon another machine tuner from another tuner from your deck. Yeah, so still doable, still perfectly doable. From there, you're going to link those off into your Aurora Dawn, who is then going to get you 3 tokens. Let's use my Doppel tokens. And then from there, since you summon 2 machines at the same time, your 001 can summon himself back. From there, you're going to use the Aurora Dawn and a token to sack them both off and get out your Mecha Phantom Beast, Blue Dawn, whatever, however you pronounce it. And from there, you're going to use your Despot 001 and your level 3 token to make your Herald of the Arc Lights, and that's your first negate there. And then you're going to use the your Mecha Phantom Beast and your other token to make Crystron Condrex. From there, your Mecha Phantom Beast activates. Since it was used for Synchro Summon, you get a level 3 token, Mecha Phantom Beast token, to your side of the field. Now from here you've got multitude of things you can do. If you want to get 2 negates on your turn, you will then just tune your level 4 Synchro Tuner and your level 3 token into your copy of FA Dawn Dragster, and then you've essentially got the exact same board that you had beforehand, but instead of like a Savage Dragon for another Omni Negate, you just got a single Monster Negate. But you got a single Monster Negate and an Omni Negate here, which is very, very powerful. Or if you're going second, if you want to deal with some back row, you then synchro these 2 off and get to your Wind Pegasus at Ignista, who can then pop a back row. Or you can then just leave them on board, and then during your opponent's turn, if you've got like any else things you can set, you know, okay, cool, or you've got hand traps in your hand, okay, cool, you know, negate, use this to negate and whatever. And if they're still comboing off, you can go, okay, cool, boom, high five, Crystron, because it's a XL tuner, so you can synchro during your opponent's turn and make a Black Rose Dragon and bomb the board during your opponent's turn. Very, very strong little combo there. Is it as splashable as the other one? I'm not too sure, because your deck has to already support this. You then had to add in this. Not only you then had to add in the Herald, but then you had to add in a Crystron, and you have to add in a level 7 of your choice. So like, it's not as splashable as the other combo, like the other engine. Like, I'm mostly talking into something like my DD deck, where like, you know, I just had 2 flex spots and it was perfect, so I just had to fit in these 2 and I had the entire combo going on. But I'd have to then fit in another 2 slots, so it's a bit more tight, but it's still very, very strong. So guys, again, hope you enjoy this. Like, just literally clipping this at the end of the video, because yeah, too much editing, too much. But guys, again, hope you enjoy this. Leave your comments down below, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.
So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now, and all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eyes Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.